Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Brave. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The run to the right. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And some room to work. Quarterback gets the first down. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, going RPO in that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision-making.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. Their poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Utes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneak gets it done.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Running to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Staley. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space. This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Utes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And the missed connection on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Gives it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bray. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Utes headed quickly to the line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Utes will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. To the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Are you as surprised as I am that they didn't throw the football there?
Man, I'm shocked. You get in those situations, 99% of the time, those are passes, but slip in the run. Maybe a little confusion by the defense, thinking pass, pass, pass.
It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
He is counting his lucky stars there. So lucky that ball went out of bounds, and they're going to maintain possession because they've got to stay in field goal range at this juncture of the game in the second half. Every play matters, and moving forward, you know this guy's going to have 2 hands on the ball.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Lacy. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He spins that thing down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. There he goes. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Utah.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. return on that one for a touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Quarterback may change this route. He's in open space downfield. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's go.
This is a designed run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Now improvising. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ball.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Made a defender miss.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick six. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out of the gun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pick up a 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bray. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Utes have this offense rolling. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brady. Headed to the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Utes want to move quickly. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. A strike downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Still running at the 35. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
To the air, it's Maddox. Rushes on him. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Brave. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ready to go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Collier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. To the air. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Utes want to crank the tempo. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Fire! Ready! Jackrabbit! Ready, easy! Set! Lasso! Hot! Set! And hot! Here we go! Ready, ready! Easy! Wait, set, hot, go! Ready! Ready! Set, ready, hot! Get set, get set! Ready, go! Come on, set! Hot! Down! Stand! Cricket! Ready! I'ma show you, man! Cobra! Ready, ready! Igloo! Igloo! Stand!
If you were me,
Moose! Hot! Slab! And hot! Flare! Flare! Pound 55 weak! Ready, ready! Here we go! Reset! Green 25! 42 Spider! 4-2 Spider! Go!
if Sam don't pay me, I'll do it.
29 Philly! 2-9 Philly! Let's go! Ready? Here we go! On! Easy! Ready, go! Set! On! Here we go!
Time, baby.
Fire! Ready? Jackrabbit. Ready, ready. Easy. Stay. Lasso. High. Cricket. High. Cobra. Ready, ready. Set. Hut. Griffin! Griffin! Timber! Timber! Lion! Lion! Griffin! Ready! Go! Set! Ready! Ready! Igloo! Igloo! On! Moose! Ready, go! Slab! High! Get set! Get set! Set! Come on! Set! Ready! Out! 55! Ready! Down! Set! Clear! Clear! High! Green 25! And up! Spider! Ready! 29 Philly! Here we go! Go! Let's go! Lizzie! Lizzie! Ready! Fire! Here we go! Ready, go! Easy! High!